What's going on, everybody? It's Finance host about Mike. I figured I might as well just get this shit out the way. There's another video of me at the flea market, and of course, it wouldn't be me if I didn't have drama, right? So you guys gonna see that. Also, it's over an hour long of me just walking around the grounds of the old Aqueduct Flea Market in Brooklyn. It's called the Aqueduct because it started at the Aqueduct Racetrack in Queens. The owners that owned it sold it, and then the people that brought it from those people, they had to close down because the Aqueduct Racetrack in Queens got brought out by a casino, and it's a casino now. So they moved to East New York around Fountain Avenue, the old red light district, so to speak. Yeah, so they moved to one gated area to a bigger one, and then they were there for like a few years, and then they closed that down. And I guess after COVID, the guy Dominic wasn't doing what he's supposed to. Well, anyway, whatever the fuck, it don't matter. They're spread apart now. It's crazy. It looks. I mean, it makes you want to itch. It looks so disgusting, but you find good shit. And I've been meaning to go there. This is like my first time going this year. Last year, I think I went 3 or 4 times. This year, I only went once today because the market's not open, and I wanted to do something. And I fucked up because I knew I was going to see my mother. I knew I was going to give her, going to bless her with some money and stuff like that. Spend some time with her. And I know there was some people that was selling stuff in the Brooklyn and Bronx area. So my plan was to try to meet up with them, to get some stuff from them. But nobody got back to me. And then there's a guy from PA, and he had a huge lot. I mean, I didn't even think it was real. I mean, this guy had boxes of like GI Joe vehicles, figures, and he had other like Tonka trucks, everything. He wanted like $950 for everything. And we saw he don't know me from Adam. I was talking to him, and I was at my mom's house. I had him on speaker. He was talking to me, and my mom. He's like, "Nah, man, we can meet up tomorrow, whatever." And I was like, "Nah, I'll come today," because my mom knows this is how I make extra money and shit like that. So I was there for like an hour. Then I straight from her, because my mom lives in Sheepshead Bay, Brooklyn. Excuse me. And he was basically 2 hours away because he said he was like 50 something minutes from Sayreville, which is ironic because somebody I know is from Sayreville, but I'm not gonna say who because it's none of nobody's business. But and being that she lives in Sheepshead Bay area, she's about 25 minutes off the Bell Parkway to the Verrazano's house. So the Verrazano, it was traffic, but I got there. I had to go to the rest stop and all that shit, but it was cool though, And on the way going, well, I'll cross that bridge when I get there. But that was my day, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go to the Aqueduct Flea Market, look around, maybe. But I had money for her from yesterday, and then I only took out. So I fucked up my limit because I went to a Chase Bank and I took out the limit they allow you from an ATM unless you go inside, but they weren't open. And on the way going to this guy, I should have stopped off at a fucking Chase branch and took out money for tomorrow because I gotta pick up some stuff from Hospital Mat. And then I also want to look around a flea market for a minute before me, Fam, Eric, and Alex head to Cherry Hill. So unfortunately, whoever I do deals with, they're gonna have to take Zelle or nothing because I'm not gonna have the cash because I'm just not gonna have the cash. You know what I mean? Because I already spent a lot of money today. A lot of money today. So I'm gonna show you guys what I brought, but hey, fuck it. It is what it is. So I guess tomorrow morning I'll just go to another Chase branch and just take out another 800. And that'll be it. What it is, what the fuck it is. Because no branch is open on Sunday. So I fucked up, man. It is what it is. I did fuck up, but hey, whatever. So I'm only, you're only allowed a certain limit for the day, and I exceeded that. Plus I gave my mom like a G, and she only wanted a couple of hundred. I gave her a G. Oh my gosh, she's worried about me because she's like, you're losing too much weight. And it's funny because you guys are gonna hear that in a video before this too. Because my mom ain't seen me for a couple months. She said, "What the fuck happened to your hand?" And what the fuck? Like, you all right? Because I'm losing too much weight. Oh my god, it's funny, yo. These are actually size 34, believe it or not, and they're baggy. It's crazy, y'all. I haven't been a fucking size 34 in over 40 years. It's crazy. But anyhow, so yeah, so that was my plan. My plan was again to go to the Aqueduct Flea Market, try to find some games and toys. The Mexican chick was a nasty bitch. I mean, you guys are gonna see that in the video yourself. Real kind of like passive aggressive. And then I mean, and I was like real polite about it. I said, "Oh nah," because she was like, "Oh, if you like if she doing like if she doing a big deal, oh," and then all her games are like almost sun faded. Like you could tell she had them there for a long time. And she's like, "Oh, and if you take the games, you take that whole bin, I would do $3 a bin. I mean $3 a game, but I think she said that's all. That's the lowest I'm gonna go or whatever." And I'm like, "Nah," because I said a lot of it is fodder. I think I said fodder, but I know I said. Nah, because I can get a lot of those games for like $1.50 in the flea, in the Columbus flea market. And I wasn't saying it to knock her down. I was just basically, telling her straight facts. She caught a fucking attitude. I guess over time, I was making more deals, and I guess it was getting her frustrated. And I'm trying to put money in your fucking pocket, bitch. I'm trying to help you the fuck out. And then it got to the point where she said all the wrestlers, but it'll be $5 each. But if I take all of them, and I was like, well, I took 99% of them. I just left 2 wrestlers that I didn't like behind, and then she's like, "Oh, well, no. All right, well, yeah, they're all gonna be $5 each now." And I was like, you know what? And I already put some wires and shit to the side, and I was gonna take the crow, some other shit, but being that she was being a bitch, I just walked away. And normally I would curse her out and say something, but I don't even know. I don't remember what the fuck I said, but fuck her. It's her loss. So hopefully the bitch ain't make shit today. Like you can't be an asshole, fucking taco biting fucking dyke. Like you guys will see the video anyway. But anyhow, well, you guys already seen it if you're watching this. But anyhow, so I basically brought some stuff from a guy that Brown Man, Red Man, same shit, and Dumas know the guy, and Dumas got beat to some of the sealed Pokemon shit, but he got one thing, and he got like I think 8 or 9 big ass pamper boxes, almost the size of my chair here, full of shit. I mean, I think he gave the guy a couple of grand, and he gave me he knew I wanted the Pokemon cards. So, Dumas and me are real cool. We're like family friends. Me, him, and his brother Uswe. So, I know them guys for like fucking almost 20 years. Like, you know what I mean? And, these are cool guys. So I'm going to show you guys that. And then another dude that he normally sells at the Aqueduct, but last year he was selling a lot. Real expensive black dude. He got a nasty attitude, but I can deal with him because, I'm basically the same fucking way. But he was there today, and he sold me some stuff. And then there's another lady that was there, and she sold me this roach infested Darth Vader PS4, which I've been looking for this for over a year, and she had it for $40. And then she only charged me $2 for these wires here. And the same guy I was talking about with Dumas, I got what did I get from him? I got this right here and that. He charged me $50. He was not going no less than 40 on the Xbox 360. Don't ask me even why I took it. But I not only took this, not for this. I'm gonna give this to Eunice, but for that game there, Spyro. Those games are pretty okay. So that's definitely worth $10. This is just whatever. Brain Challenge. So, and then this stuff is the guy I was just talking about. I got this from him. So he charged me, I think I paid $75. And I'm gonna tell you why. Let me get up. So this is complete. PlayStation 2 Time Crisis 2 with the gun. The box, the game, and the gun. So he gave me a good price on this. I know what these go for all day. Tetris with the booklet. Game Boy Tetris as well. Wii U Mario Kart 8. I can't believe he gave it to me for that price. The Xbox One Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, and then Xbox One Forza 5. I'm gonna keep that one just in case I come across an Xbox One system with the box, or get the box for a system and build it up to complete it, because I think there is a Forza 5 version. So I'll look for that. So that's why I got that stuff. But and to be honest, I was shocked that he gave me all this for $75, because this is worth over $75 just by itself. So not bad. So that's that stuff. And yeah, so this is all. This is what I got at the Aqueduct Flea Market. I got this stuff here. This was 75. This was 50 with this, but I really just brought it for that Spiral game. And this was 42. So that's everything I got. And this. So let me show you guys this. Let me walk around. Oh man, let me walk around here. Yeah, my table's a mess. Y'all can judge me. I don't give a flying fuck what nobody think, because I'm not a dirty person. I'm not as organized as I used to be. Even my wife be like, what happened to you? You used to be so neat. And she used to hate it, because I used to give her the business. Now, you know what? Let me put it on the floor over here. Oh my God, it's heavy. Oh man, this is heavy. Now I see why Isaiah was complaining. Shit is like 70 fucking pounds, y'all, or more. Whew. Let me see if I could. There you go. So you got this. You got all this crap. I mean, this guy has shit all over the place. People were going crazy, insanely buying shit from him. Thinking there's games in here. Games. Like I said, I'm gonna dibble in this. So this is just an empty. Okay, that's an empty sheet. There's Pokemon cards in there. Oh yeah, this I got from that. This didn't come out of that. I was looking for that. This. Then you got Pokemon cards here. Look like somebody was taken out. It's a lot of. I'm not going through this shit. You got some official time edition Pokemon, the game shows and evolution. There's two of them. There's Eevee and Pikachu. And then there's all this crap in here. Tons of binders and cards and whatnot. All this stuff is going to Eunice. Oh yeah, I forgot there's a PlayStation. There's a Nintendo. What's it called in there? You got more tins, more Pokemon shit. What's this? Pokemon Battle, EX Battle Deck, mad fucking Pokemon things here. I don't even know what's here. I don't know if they're dollar. Even if they're dollar cards each, that's still. It's a lot of shit in here. And Dumas didn't have to. He could have just said, nah. Oh, there's a fig pin in here too. More Pokemon cards. Let me put all that shit in here. All this stuff. Gotta catch them all. The official adventure guide. Ash's quest from Kanto to Kalos. More shit here. I don't know what the hell that is. Harry Potter or something. This thing is oh wow, that's garbage. Then there's more cards down here, more in there. Just tons of shit. Pokemon here. I guess there's Pokemon cards in here. Pokemon. Oh yeah, this too. That was in there. Some Pokemon crap. So all this will go to him. Put all that back in there. Put this shit in the basement. This is all him. Oh man, I'm fucking tired. Just getting up is kicking my ass. So I gotta take this shit in the basement. So bear with me a second. Let me just start putting stuff in the basement now. Actually, I'll do that shit later. I know what this goes to. Okay, so that's everything I got from the Aqueduct Flea Market. Now to show you guys, as I said, I went to see my mom right after. Called her and told her I was on my way. Dropped her off her money, got my hugs and kisses. Spoke, chilled out for a minute. And while I was on Facebook Marketplace trying to make deals with people while I was in New York. Nobody responded until I was ready on my way to PA. And I had to ignore shit because I'm not I mean, if I'm in my truck, it's different, but not in the stick shift, fast as fuck, 190 something mile an hour going car. That stick shift, no, not happening. And yeah, so everybody, so I just ignored everybody at that particular point because I knew I was going to spend a lot of money with this guy because I knew what I was going to get. He was nice enough and trustworthy enough because he was a Philadelphia guy. The city of brotherly love. I mean, don't worry. I mean, don't get me wrong. Motherfucking people from Philly will kill your ass because they walk around with concealed carry, and they don't play. They don't play. It don't matter if they white, Hispanic, black, or whatever. The motherfuckers will blow your ass away quicker than New Jersey and New York. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, real nice guy, white dude, of course, and invited me to his home. Him and his boys were chilling out while his wife was out at the beach because he told me all that, and I actually looked at the listing, and he posted it 3 fucking minutes. It was only up for 3 minutes, and I responded. And then when I gave my number, he called me, and we were talking. And I was like, yeah, and being I was there with my mom, and he's like, oh, we could leave it for tomorrow. I said, no, I'll come now. So I'm serious. I'm in Brooklyn right now, but I live in Jersey. Yada, how far you think you are? He told me, and I was like, all right, cool, I'm coming. And he said, you sure? I'll take it down. I said, yeah, man, take it down. He didn't have to do that. So I guess he put pending on it. I got there, and he said, yo, man. And it's funny because him and his boys are like, yo. As soon as he spoke to you, it must have been like 15 people reached out to him trying to get this stuff. And I was like, wow. And I was like, well, I only want the G.I. Joe stuff. He said, oh, I'm trying to get rid of everything. I said, I can't. I'm in the $70,000 car. I sent him a picture of the car, and I said, I'm not trying to put a whole bunch of old metal stuff and dirty stuff like that in my car. So when I sent him a picture, he's like, oh, okay, cool, I see. So we made a deal via message for just G.I. Joe shit. And that was it. And when I got there, he had more stuff, and I'm going to show you guys all that. So let's get to it. So first off, let's start off with the G.I. Joe stuff. And my mom understood. So I'll probably go spend time with her during the week. So this is stuff. He had everything in huge boxes, and being I'm in a Mustang. If I was in my F-150, no problem. But being I'm in a Mustang, I couldn't. So, and this is all his childhood shit. So, I'm just gonna show you guys this stuff briefly. I'm not gonna really talk about any of it and all that stuff. I'm just gonna show you guys what this stuff is. Just to give you guys an idea. I'm not going to take everything out because it's just, I got to put everything back in here. And of course, he got figure parts and all types of shit all over the place. This is all his childhood stuff that he had. I guess he did tell me that his parents did tell him and his brother that they had to come get shit a while ago when they sold the house. So he just had everything in boxes, and he just took everything directly from there and just brought everything in his house. And he said his wife was complaining a lot about the stuff. And he's like, don't worry about it, I'm going to get rid of it. He kept telling her that, and then I guess now when she get home, he'll get a huge hug and stuff from her because, he finally got rid of this stuff. So as you see here outside this pencil, so it's a lot of figures too. So, and he didn't want big numbers. He only wanted $950 for this and the only Tonka truck stuff. The Tonka stuff was dirty, but it's definitely money there, but just not for me. Because again, if I was in my truck, I probably would have took everything for the extra $200 that he was asking. Let me put my phone down for a minute and throw this away. I probably would have done it. Jesus fucking Christ. I'm gonna slip and bust my ass on this fucking stupid plug for the goddamn NES controller. Like literally almost bust my fucking ass, y'all. Jesus fucking Christ. It's crazy. Fucking nuts. Then we got all this stuff here. I'm not gonna really go. This is just too small. But a lot of this stuff does have to be properly cleaned. Just tons of shit, bro. I gotta go through this stuff. A lot of missiles and I mean, I don't have no time at all to go through this shit now because I'm going to that G.I. Joe thing tomorrow. But unfortunately, look like I ain't gonna be spending no money because I don't, again, I don't have the money. I don't have the cash, and I don't know who's gonna, do Cash App or whatever there. So, whatever, it is what it is. And then this. He don't know if everything is complete, but it's all good. Here is a bag of, what do you call those guys again? Damn, I forgot the name of these. I just had their fucking names. Jesus Christ. I forgot their names. Then you got all this stuff here. You got the Thunder Machine, Raven, Ice Wolf, Bridge Layer. I think the Bridge Layer stuff is broken. You got the Havoc here. You got a Snowcat. You got the Persuader. I don't know what that vehicle is. You have Deep Six's whatever Shark. Then of course you got the Terradome. You got a Hydrofoil. You got a Sky Striker. You got a Conquest X30, Tomahawk, APC, Cobra Stun with both of the antennas on it. You got a headquarters in there. No battle platform though. You have here a mobile command center. I don't know how much of that is in here or whatever. You got here, call this fucking thing again. Jesus Christ. The well. You got Crazy Legs sitting up in here chilling. You got Law. Orders definitely in here. You got the fridge. Again, I showed you all that. I think down there is also his tank. Let's just talk about there's G.I. Joe figures down there. If you can see. Then in here, all this stuff's got to be clean. All this shit. Just tons of, you know what I mean? Then you got, I don't know if there's another door here, but he basically gave me everything he had. I mean, he brought everything, no holds barred, man. And I'm going to show you guys why. I know he gave me everything. Oh, and this one too. Oh, yeah, I did show you guys that. I showed you this too. What? Oh, man, I just had the name again. Forgot. And, yeah. So all these vehicles I'm going to take downstairs, I'm going to clean them. And then I'll probably do their parts later. And then I'll work out whatever. So I'll probably be doing that until like fucking 11, 12 at night. But I'm going to do it. And then I asked him, I was like, well, hey, as a matter of fact, man, do you actually have any, oh, man, I'll get to this in a minute because I totally fucking forgot the stuff I picked up on the way leaving my mom's house, going to see this guy in PA to grab all this shit. I mean, $750 for all this stuff is a no fucking brainer, bro. A no fucking brainer. That's why I went there. That's the reason why I left mom. She didn't mind, and she knows. So, and she knows I'm a G.I. Joe fanatic. She got me started into this, so she didn't mind. And trust me, my mom is just like me. She's not the kind of person that be like, oh, no, it's okay. Then be like, that motherfucker. Nah, she'll tell you about yourself. But she's like, nah, go ahead, go. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? So, all this stuff here. I put all this stuff in these bins. Because he had a lot of shit in bags, and stuff was in the back of my car. I had to wipe my car down really well. The Mustang. And, yeah. So, I mean, come on, man. You got... This is the only bin that's his. That blue one. So, you got 1, 2, 3... 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 bins of G.I. Joe stuff alone. Yep. So that was $750. And then I asked him if he had. I said, well, by the way, do you have any comic books or video game stuff? And he said, comics, no, but follow me. He just went like this, like, follow me. And his friends were laughing because I guess they all, had their inside joke. So he has a room right off from, I guess, going upstairs and the kitchen area, dining area, what we want to call it. And it's his man cave. And I was like, oh, wow, this is cool. I mean, it's a room, but nowhere near the magnitude of my office and my G.I. Joe room, but still dope. He's a big, huge NASCAR guy. And he was like, yeah, so here you go. He only charged me $300 for all this. Let me show you guys this. So you have here Nintendo Mini. We have here Xbox camera thingamajig. We got an original white Xbox, which I didn't really want because it probably don't work, but he said it does work. And he did mention it don't have that ring thing, so tons of controller. Now we all know this is this is like $100 and something to $200 just by itself, and I needed this, the 32X, because I did try to win this a couple times on Whatnot before I decided to stop dealing with Whatnot, and one person won it at $100 and something, and I'm coming across a lot of these gray Nintendo 64. Hee hee. So you got the Nintendo 64 here. That's about $70-$80, 60 to 70, 60 to 80, excuse me. This is like around, I'll say 150-ish. This is about $50+ for the Nintendo. Now here, I didn't even want to argue or debate with him. I just took it all. I was like, yo, how much? I mean, when I saw this, I was like, okay. And he's like, I don't know. What do you think? And we came up with a price, and I was like, well, how about $350? He said, yo, that's sick. I was actually thinking that. He said, yo, I like you. You're a very fair person. And he kept my number, and said that he was gonna have his brother reach out to me, because his brother has stuff too. So that's pretty dope. So here we have Nintendo 64 dirty controller, two Sega Genesis controllers, a Lime Nintendo 64 controller. I'm not gonna keep this, but Madden 64, NFL Club 99, Kid Chameleon. I think that's like a $10 to $20 game. Snake's Revenge. I think this is like 15 to 30. Super Monaco GP. 007. Second one. Super Mario 64. Hee hee. Tecmo Super NBA Basketball. San Francisco Rush. Yes, sir. That's, I think, a $40 game or more. That's another $40, $50 game. Then here we got Mortal Kombat 4, Sega Genesis. I'm pretty sure that still works. Simpsons Bart's Nightmare. That's probably like a $20 game. NFL Quarterback Club 98. The other GoldenEye. And let's see what this is. Shaq Fu. Probably not even worth $10. Everybody used to gig on that game. Batman Returns. I think in the box is like 15. I think it's only a $10 game. I don't know what this game goes for, Cosmic Carnage, but it is a 32X game. Maximum Carnage. This is probably a $20 to $25 game or more. Being that it's complete, maybe even 30. Madden 96. I guess he just kept this in there. Batman: The Ultimate Evil. It's like a tape deck. We got Double Dribble, Dragon Warrior, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade, Friday the 13th. Super Spike Volleyball Urban Champion. Mega Man 3. We all know that's at least a fucking $25 to $40 game. Stealth and Dragon Warrior 2. Muppet Conspiracy and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles the game. Street Fighter 2010. Has nothing to do with Street Fighter. WCW World Championship Wrestling. And Drop It, Dead or Alive, You're Coming With Me. And then here, this game is off the chain. I love this. Too bad they didn't have, it would have been nice he had Side Pocket in here. Shadow Dancer. That's like a $30 game. Blades of Vengeance. Believe it or not, this is probably a fucking expensive game. Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Monopoly. Contra. I think that's 30. Beyond Oasis. Streets of Rage 2. Altered Beast. Rise from Your Grave. Shakan. That's right, bitches. Madden 94. And NBA Jam. Things are heating up. I'm keeping that. I love these games. And there you have it. So I know this was definitely worth the $350. Definitely worth it. I feel like I'm getting bit by some fucking mosquitoes in my house. I left the door open too long when Isaiah was helping me unload the car. Things are heating up. I gotta wipe all this shit down. But I'm gonna do all this another time. I'm not gonna do it now because I got. You're right. Oh, I thought you was mad. Nah, all her stuff is over there, right in the corner.
Where?
Right there. Right there.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll probably do one bin at a time. And then I'm going to put everything back in these bins while they're wet. And then I'm going to put them in my Trello. I'm going to lay everything out in my Trello and then I'll do that. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to try to do that before it really start getting crazy. So I'll probably spray myself with, I'm definitely going to spray myself with fucking bug spray. Because I ain't trying to, be playing smack tag with myself. So this is all the shit I got from him. And then these, again, I just had them on the tip of my fucking tongue. God damn, I forgot the name of these little fucking guys, man. Shit. But anyway, whatever. That was he charged me $20 for the whole bag. So $750 and 10 is $785. And then $785 and $350 because the games is good shit in here. No, I paid $3. I'm sorry. I paid $3. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm bugging the fuck out. I paid $300 for this. So $300, $750 is. So yeah, whatever the fuck. I'm so tired. I can't even do basic math right now. And yeah, this is why I don't have money because I brought all this shit. Now, before I finish off with his stuff, on the way, like I said, when I was leaving my mother, I took Voorhees Avenue, going to, because that's the from where she's at. I mean, if I was going to East New York, I could have took Nostrand Avenue straight down and then made the left, and then hop on the Bell Parkway going to East New York or Queens or Long Island, because that's the way you take. But if you're going toward like the Verrazano or, if you're trying to go to Manhattan or whatever, taking the BQE to the, taking the Belt Parkway to the BQE, you want to take Voorhees straight through and then hop on the Belt Parkway that way. That's the nearest entrance. So by me doing that, I took Voorhees Ave to, I think, Coney Island. No, it wasn't Coney Island. It was Ocean Parkway or Ocean, whatever the fuck it was. I know Brooklyn. It's crazy. It was like ever since I moved out here to Jersey, I'm forgetting more and more about Brooklyn. But anyhow, so there was a church to my left, and I was on the phone talking to Fam Eric, and I was like, "Oh shit, yo, there's a little flea market bullshit right there." And as I'm saying that, I was like, "Oh, maybe I should stop, but it ain't gonna have shit." And as I'm saying it to him, I'm driving, and I noticed there's a weed. A weed is on somebody's table, and I'm like, "Oh shit, I see a box weed." So he's like, "Oh shit," so I had to stop. So I had to make a U-turn, park on the side road. Glad I did. There's one lady, she was kind of a little upset because I guess she was on the phone talking to somebody, and I'm like, I don't understand why you're getting upset when I'm asking you prices of stuff. And I mean, are you out here to be on a phone, or are you out here to make money? And I said that. So some Mexican guy put his hands in the bin, and I looked at him crazy, and he could tell I was mad, and I just shook my head. So he stood up and just waited, and then he was telling, and then I had this stuff on the table, and the kid that he was with was about to. I said, no, that's my stuff. I'll pull that out for me, not for nobody else. So I guess he kind of caught, okay, this nigga got an attitude. So she wanted $5 each on these, which is fair. And the small one, she wanted $3. And I said, listen, if I buy all these, would you do $3 each on them? She said, sure. I guess after she got off the phone, her attitude changed. And she's like, all right, sure. So that's what we did. So it was like $24 she charged me for this. I let her keep the extra dollar. Whoop de fucking do, right? But whatever. So I got all these for like $25. And then the guy that I stopped for, he only wanted $50 for this. He wanted 50 for this. He wanted 50 for the PS1. He had to go to his car to get the PS1 because he said, oh, I actually have a PS1. I said, no, do you have a PlayStation original or the PS1, the white one? He said, oh, it's a small one. And I said, all right, can you get it? He said, yeah, my car's right there. So he just hopped over the gate, brought this out with this. So he brought this out with that. The boxes beat the shit, but I wanted a PS1 anyway. And even though the boxes beat the shit, it's still boxed. So until I get a better upgraded box, I'll hold on to this one. Because we all know right now I'm trying to do video game and box stuff, and I'm selling shit. I'm selling, the shit that I don't need or want to Eunice to make up for the money I'm spending on all this other stuff. So that's basically how I'm doing it. Same thing I do, well, actually opposite of what I did like about 3.5, 4 years ago. When it was easy for me to get this shit in the flea market for almost nothing, garage sales, and thrift shops. Everything now is like retarded money. So, yeah. So, yep. So, there you have that stuff. So, again, I think what was the deal we worked out? So, I paid him $125 is what he wanted. $125. I got the PS1 with the box, the controller, the AV cable, the whatever. As you see, the boxes beat the shit, but still in all. I mean, and this thing is like, come on, man. He said it was never played. The box just beat the shit. I'm like, I don't know. I don't believe that, but look. It's crazy. So I paid $125 for a PS1, a regular Wii in the box. This, I think that's Blackout. Was it Grindar and Ravage? But this was displayed, you could tell, but still in all. That, the Wii, and then this. This is sealed. Pretty fucking badass, right? $124. So he knocked off $10 each on these, and he knocked off $5 on this, and I think I did give him the 20 for that. So 40 and 40 is 80, 80 and 20 is 100, 125 out of 30. He only wanted to knock off $5, so that was 125 for that stuff. So that was fucking phenomenal. And there was something else that just caught my train of thought before I finish. Actually, I'll just finish off with this guy. So again, the guy from Philly. I'm gonna give you guys an encore. There's another one of those figures in there. But you have here this A-Team helicopter. It's seen way better days. No figures though. You never know. He might find more shit in this box. This box, he wanted. He charged me $100 on this box. I ain't even argue with him. I just looked at the box because he's like, oh well, I didn't. One thing I do if somebody is fair, and sometimes you can't be greedy, because you be greedy, and that's happened to me where I did be greedy, and then people was like, all right, you know what? Let's look it up, and they looked it up, and I wound up paying more. One lady was like, you know what? I'm gonna hold on to this stuff, and I felt like a scumbag. So I learned from that, and if I know a deal is good, I'm just gonna do the deal, because it's not even about somebody you just gotta be fair, because at the end of the day you want to make sure what if he got a friend or a cousin or somebody that has shit, and what if his brother does decide to get rid of stuff, and he's like, yo, the guy's pretty cool, yada yada. He's like, all right, fuck it, I'll bring the stuff over, and he'll show me pictures and be like, hey, you want this stuff, XYZ, blah blah blah. You never know. It could be another trip. Maybe he might find more shit. I mean, one never knows. So he has Metroplex here. And he got this GoBot I mean, I just gave him you know, whatever. I was like, oh, whatever. You got some of these guys in here. I mean, I just brought it blindly. You know. I don't know what the hell that's to. I don't know who or what is complete, but I can't spend too much time on this stuff because I'm going to leave this stuff for another day. Maybe Monday or whatever. I'm going to go through this stuff. I'm going to wipe all this down, but I'm going to leave these 2 boxes and this box right here. And I'll probably go through it maybe tomorrow night or whatever because I'm tired. Right now, I want to concentrate on that shit. And then I have to, you know, take a shower and go to sleep because I have to get up early in the morning to meet up with these 2 guys at Alex's house so we can head to Columbus. But, you know, there's definitely like the aerial bots. You got some Constructicons, no Megatron or nothing. You got parts for Metroplex. This is a GoBot. Some, you know, just different stuff. And he's like, well, I do have a bin with some Transformer stuff in it. If you're interested, and I said, sure. So there you have this. You got Ravage. He's like $25-$30 alone. Forgot this guy's name, but he's a mini bot. Yeah, I'll go through all this. Definitely good shit. Definitely worth it, you know. This is why it pays to be cool with people. Because when you're cool with people, people are cool with you. And, you know, that's how you get deals. That's how you get deals done, man. So, yeah. So let me start off here. So, again, I'm going to give you guys another encore. But I'm going to end it with that because I forgot to show you what's in that. I don't even know what's in that. It was pictured, but, you know, whatever. So, again, from the flea market today, from the Aqueduct, I got the Darth Vader PS4 for $40. I paid $50 for this regular black Xbox 360 with this. And the only reason why I brought this game was for Spyro. And then I paid $75 for the Time Crisis 2 in the box with the gun. Mario Kart 8 for the Wii U. And then Nintendo and Game Boy Tetris. For the Xbox One, Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. This should be like a $10, $15 game. Probably the same for that. So I paid him $75 for this. You know what I mean? And then, yeah. And then the stuff I paid Dumas. I'm not going to say what I paid Dumas because, again, he's a friend and I don't like to, you know, I don't like to quote prices and shit. Because, you know, it was a family thing. You know, he looked out for me because I'm his boy. I mean, I'm his brother's boy. So we knew each other for a long time. We always got along. I'm still waiting for the motherfucker to come by and pick up that damn old school Snap-on mechanic shit with those tools. It's only been a year, Dumas. But yeah, I got that from him. And then, again, outside of that, is everything I got from the Aqueduct. And then going to see my mom before I saw her, I stopped off at, there's a Salvation Army down the block from her. And, you know, every once in a while they have stuff. And the Chinese lady, she remembered me. Because, you know, me and my mom, believe it or not, we have the same face. And she's like, wait a minute, aren't you Miss So-and-so's son? And I was like, yeah, how you remember that? She said, yeah, I remember. Because you got the same face and almost the same eyes. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to see my mom now. And she said, yeah, tell her Chin said hi, yada, yada. So she wanted to give me a discount on this stuff. So instead of me paying $49.99 for these, I only paid $20 for these. You guys may not know what this stuff is. I don't know shit about cards, but I did look them up. And I know One Piece is like a real popular anime right now, and I'm not stupid. So I got them, and they're in great condition. And I looked these things up, and they're like $60, $70 loose for a box. Brand new, they're like $150+. So there's 2 boxes of this one. There's 2 of these. And then there's 2 of this one, Wings of the Captain. I don't know nothing about this game, but I mean, come on, man. $80 for 4 boxes. I'm not going to argue with that, considering that there's $200 here, because as you see, their price was $49.99. And this stuff just came out, so it wasn't on sale. But she gave it to me. She said, I'll do you $20 each, because, you know, you miss so-and-so's son. And I was like, thank you. And she gave me these for $3 each. Sin City, the movie. Grand Theft Auto Vice City for the PS2. And this one, she charged me $6 instead of $10 for Soul Calibur 5. for the 360, and then these were $5. She took off $3 each on these Xbox One controllers. So I'm gonna put these in here so I can wipe those down. And yeah, so this is everything I got. Between after Aqueduct, going to see my mom, and then this stuff after seeing my mom, get ready to go to PA to meet up with Kevin, because his name is Kevin. And I got this stuff, including this A-Team helicopter, these Transformers. Again, this came from the guy and the lady on the way going to see him at that little church thing. The PS1, the Wii, this and that. And then this lady only charged me $25, so I paid $25 for this. So basically, I paid $150 for these figures: a PS1 in a beat-up box, a Wii in a beat-up box, this, and this sealed. So can't beat that. And again, the guy in PA, I got this box, these two, and then all that G.I. Joe stuff. And again, talking about encores. Let me, this video is supposed to have been short and simple, but evidently nothing is never short and simple with me, right? This, I forgot to open this up because there's figures in here. I think he said there was more figures somewhere else too. I don't remember, but I'm definitely going to keep this collector case because I always keep them. These don't look that great, but not that bad neither. So we got Rock and Roll, and they all have their thumbs, it looks like. We got here, fucking goddamn, what's his name? Can't think of his name. Oh my god, Chuckles. Then we got Destro with Dr. Mindbender's cape. We got this messed up Stinger Driver. We got Baroness. Look like Thunder. We got Duke. Duke, of course. Duke has to have a busted crotch, right? Why would he not have a busted crotch? Of all fucking figures here, he had to be the only one with the busted crotch. We got a bad condition Shipwreck. And we got a yellow bad condition Cobra Commander. Well, that was all part of the deal. I don't really need any of these fucking figures, but you know, this stuff was played with. It was his stuff. You know, and he had 15 people that reached out. His boys like, yo man, you lucky. As soon as he said, yo, I had people, his boys were like, yo man, you're lucky. Everybody was reaching out to him after and I was like, word? He said, yeah. Right after you, 15 people, and I told everybody somebody's coming, and everybody was somebody that was gonna pay extra money, whatever. But I don't do business like that, and I said I appreciate that because I drove out far one time with somebody, and he left me hanging. He left me hanging in Edison, I think, and I was real pissed the fuck off, man. And you know, but you take a gamble. You know, they take a gamble when they meet up with you, and you take a gamble when you meet up with them. So you know, you never know. So let me put on my other dirty shit so I can you know, go and scrub all this stuff, get myself prepared and ready. All right, y'all, so let me get my shit together, and yeah, that's it, man. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let's see what I come across tomorrow, because it looks like I'm only gonna be able to take $800 out of in cash out of the bank. I have to go to the Chase to do it, because everything else, anybody's gonna have to take Zelle. They're gonna have to take Zelle. All right, man. Peace out, y'all.